As you may have noticed, Blue Kazoo has changed quite drastically over the last 10 months or so. And I wanted to give you an update as to what's happening, because these changes are going to continue into this year. And this is something that I'm really excited about, but it means that Blue Kazoo has had to change quite drastically from what it first set out to be. Now, I founded Blue Kazoo 3.5 years ago on the idea that we could use immersive role play and interaction in primary schools to help children engage with history in a more meaningful way. I hope it goes without saying this has had to change quite drastically since the first lockdown back in March. Since that time, a lot of education has been going online, virtually, and I was given the opportunity to turn Blue Kazoo into a more of a digital format, exploring history and teaching through things like this, through video calls and instructional videos. Now, this is something that I've been trying and I've been playing with, but ultimately I think it leaves out the essence of what Blue Kazoo was in the first place and what made us unique. It was that human interaction, and it wasn't looking like that was going to be changing or coming back anytime, and so I had to change what I was doing quite drastically. This has led to more partnership opportunities with museums and heritage sites across the county and even further afield. This has meant that I've been using video technology, drones, recording equipment, microphones, whatever, to help museums and heritage sites tell their stories. As their doors have been shut to visitors for most of the last year, they've been utilising that space and staff members to help tell the stories online, whether that's for schools or whether it's just for the local community to help increase engagement. And I've really enjoyed being a part of that and learning lots of new skills throughout this time. Now, this is going to continue into this year. I'm going to be working alongside more local organisations, museums, to explore more local history, talking about what has influenced the county of Nottinghamshire and all the amazing people who have lived here and influenced the lives that we have today. Now, I personally have learnt a lot during this time, not only from a technical point of view about how to make digital content, but also about the place that I live and the streets that I walk today. It's a very diverse role. Over the last 12 months, I have interviewed members of the Mashpee Wampanoag tribe in Massachusetts. I've also flown drones through medieval castles, and I've also discussed the potential of a storytelling Robin Hood experience in a 5G connected Sherwood Forest. All of these bespoke projects are tackling the same three challenges. Number one is breaking down barriers to heritage, engagement and education. I think typically it's seen as more of an elitist term and a bit snobby at times, and part of my role has been making it a bit more accessible, a bit more understandable and a lot more fun. Number two has been helping to build and maintain meaningful relationships with the local community. It's making people feel like they're a part of something and proud of where they live, and also becoming more aware of what the county has to offer as well. And number three, which is probably the most important one for me, it's all about sharing stories that inspire curiosity and spark discussions. This has been a lot of fun for me personally. I've really enjoyed having these discussions about people from the past and their influence on where we are today. I think that a lot of the discussions from last year, when you talk about how accurate things like Netflix series The Crown or the removal of the statue in Bristol, the Edward Colston statue, I think these are all really important indicators that these discussions need to be had at an earlier age and with more people. Ultimately, my aim is to make Nottinghamshire a world leader in unique storytelling, heritage exploration, and developing interconnected, diverse communities. Of course, this means that there's going to be a lot less work that I'm going to be doing in primary schools. I didn't want to risk losing what Blue Kazoo was by adapting it and changing that human interaction. It really felt like it was something that I tried, and it's something that I've really been struggling to achieve, and it's not what I set out to do. And so hopefully, fingers crossed, in the future when the restrictions have eased and it's a lot safer to do so, I'll be able to do more work in person in schools. I've absolutely loved doing that for the past 3 years. It has been the thing that has kept me going during the hard struggles of the first couple of years of this business. And I don't take it for granted at all. All of the children that I've had the pleasure of meeting over the past 3 years, and the teachers and TAs and members of staff who I've spoken to, have all been an absolute delight, and I've learned so much from you. But now I'm going to be taking this on a more local level. So we're going to be looking less at the general Key Stage 2 curriculum and more about Nottinghamshire-based history and stories that have happened nearby places. We've got some amazing assets in this county, and I want to help shine a light on those things and expand their reach. So that is what I'm doing over the next few years, at least, hopefully. Who knows where this is going to go and what's going to happen, but it's something that I've really enjoyed recently. On the computer just behind my phone where I'm filming it now, it is full of video footage of the past few months. I think a lot of museums and a lot of places are getting used to this virtual online stuff and are seeking out help for people to come and help tell those stories. And I've had the great privilege of being a part of that and putting these stories together and sending them out to be seen by tens of thousands of people across the county and even further afield. So this has been an absolute joy over the past few months, and it's something that I am really feeling a part of now and really getting to grips with, and it's something that I'm really hoping to expand on and develop over the next few months and the next few years, hopefully. So that's my little update, and hopefully I'll be able to see you in person really, really soon. See you later.